All right, Coach, congrats on the win there, clinching the series against good BYU team. Your overall thoughts here from tonight?
Well, they came out swinging just like I thought they would, because they're a tough team, and I really like our response offensively. Still think that we need to clean some things up on the defensive side, the pitching side, but doing well enough to win, especially when the bats are helping us out there.
Caitlin gave you another solid outing, and then Cochran, maybe in her biggest relief appearance, so considering the talent that she's facing in that offense, to shut that door. Speak of those two youngsters and the development and the growth that they've shown.
Yeah, well, they're a really good matchup together because they complement each other so well. And they also challenge each other so much. They do such a good job of just supporting each other, you know, being honest with each other, and that's been awesome. And I mean, our future is going to be bright with them, and you know, us still having our 4 senior pitchers as well. And yeah, it's a fun staff to work with.
Humphreys delivers bases loaded there. You spoke to her before that swing. I don't know if you want to share what you told her, but speak of her, because she's playing great defense too at third base and obviously delivering with that big hit.
Yeah. No, I mean, she did exactly what I asked her to do. It's just things that we've been focusing on in practice. And I know in her first at bat, she was a little anxious, and that's just all I talked about is, you know, typically when we talk about hitting, we'll talk about how we're gonna miss doing certain things. And so that was my thing, was she wasn't gonna be early. And hitting it in the gap with the base loaded, I'll take it. So.
Obviously, Jada said you called the squeeze on that play. I falsely gave her all the credit on the air on that, but tell me about that sequence, because it reminded me a lot of that 21 USF win when you called the squeeze. Jada wins it, the squeeze play on the walk-off squeeze. What did you see there to call that squeeze with Jada?
Yeah, I just felt that just getting us going and helping us out in that way was going to be big. And I just sensed that they were going to go off speed with her, and so why not, you know, instead of getting maybe a slow roller in the infield, why not just go for it, and she can control the barrel because it's an off-speed pitch. And I mean, it worked out. I could have guessed wrong, but I was guessing that they were going to do something off-speed, and so I thought it fit in well to what Jada can do, getting the bunt down. And then the bonus was that she was safe on the play as well. So.
You got 3 in the 6th to push that lead, to give Cochran some breathing room, because their offense, as we saw, put a threat. They play every at-bat. They don't flinch.
Yeah, and that's what's so big, is we started off the inning with 2 pinch hit, you know, drawing a walk from Kennedy Cersei, and then Sona coming in and delivering just a nice, awesome double. You know, it's to have the bench that we have, and we still had another couple bats that we were going to bring in as well. It fits really well, and it's hard to scout, and it's hard to keep us off balance. So we're going to continue to keep using it as much as we can.
Shannon talked about the culture you have built here that has allowed your players not just to be successful on the field, but off the field. She mentioned the example of her winning the Order of Pegasus and Jada, that they wouldn't be in that situation without you and what you've built and the support around them. Just talk about that, because I know that means a lot to you there, but you've built that. That was part, when you got here, that was part of it. It was not just successful on the field, but in the classroom.
Yeah. Well, Shannon is really nice to give me any type of credit for their academic success, which I cannot take it, but just love how we're constantly, I mean, our motto is definitely putting the ownership and just the reward and success onto somebody else, onto our teammate. And so for her to give me that credit is awesome, but I can't take it. You know, I think what we do really well is we recruit highly committed and competitive people, not just athletes. And so we talk about how you do anything is how you do everything. And their holistic approach to the entire just academic experience in general is what's so important. So, and they take it seriously. So I'm just blessed to be around it, but yeah, I know when I got here, I said that we're going to win in the classroom, we're going to win in the community, and winning is contagious, and it translates to winning on the field, and you know, it's happening, and so that's cool. And I think the toughest thing is maintaining that, right? Because you can get, what's the word, like you can get a little bit complacent at times, and think, well, I've done this all the time and it's worked, so it should work. but people make adjustments on you, and so you got to keep going. So also in the classroom, not only on the field. But yeah, I'm blessed to be able to work with those athletes, and been with Shannon and Jada for a long time, so it's been a fun ride.
Obviously, quick turnaround now. BYU is going to come out ready to try to salvage a game. What's kind of the short turnaround approach here?
Yeah, very quick turnaround. Well, we get to watch some of our seniors graduate, or kind of walk and celebrate them in a student-athlete graduation tomorrow right before the game. And then we got to get back into focus of playing another solid game. We haven't swept yet, and it's tough to do in our conference. It's tough to do in any conference. It's especially tough to do in our conference. And I think it's time for us to really lock in and play for another win.